So everybody, hey, thank you for having this possibility that I could show you some early first results of our survey. The CS track survey was constructed to have a, let's see, I wonder if I have the control there, because next slide, please. It seems that my control is waiting. But anyways, the question is about, excellent. The CS track survey, which is a European-wide, very largely distributed survey. And if you, as a CS citizen science practitioner, have not participated in it, take a picture of that and connect to the survey, and you are still available to participate in it. So we have early results of the project, which actually show some of the interesting things that I'm now addressing. The survey has been done and executed, or actually prepared, based on research, published research, as well as high-level experts and practitioners who have very good experience for many years in the actual performance of citizen science. The next slide, please. The main kind of results show that the teams, for example, we have a quite well represented all 30 countries, different countries in Europe, also from different places of the world. We have quite good representation of both males and females, and there was the main parts of the participants who actually have participated in a long-term citizen science practice are within the 31 to 70 years old. What has happened in the practice is actually, you can see that maybe in the next slide, quite interestingly, when you correspond the engagement in years from the left, parallel sections, first year, second 2 to 5 years, 6 to 10 years, and over 10 years. You can see that the uses of our practice of citizen science is quite long participation in the practice. And also when you see it on the horizontal level, the question of, are you participating in just irregularly, once every week, occasionally, like every month, once every few months, or once in a year? You can see in the hotspot of that mostly participants have participated weekly and over 10 years of period, which is shows a very high level of engagement. In the next slide, the question of engagement, that why do people engage in the citizen science practices? So the interest of team, you have something found that is very interesting to yourself, your practice, your hobbies and so forth, as well as contributing to scientific research is a very significant issue. And for yourself is the opportunity to learn. Quite interesting, the use of technology is very high level. 77% of participants use their own smartphone when practicing the CS or citizen science activities, which is used for collecting, of course, and finding information and communication as well. In the next slide, you find the initial results on the learning side, and this is quite relevant from many perspectives to SchoolNet and the schools itself, as well as the high level of participants in the working environments in terms of continuous education, for example. They have quite good understanding of scientific topics and processes. So the engagement, of course, develops that kind of skills. But moreover, what is learned during the CS activities? Interaction skills, when you have to interact in collaboration with other people. Also finding information, either the particulars of birds or butterflies and so forth. But also reflecting when you are in community, so it reflection process in terms of activating collaboration and the task, reaching the ends of tasks is highly relevant. So the skills and competencies are critical thinking, collaboration, communication, and information literacy. In the next, we see the characteristics of the socio-economic background, which also talks quite frankly on the need for continuous education. The education level is quite high, as well as most people are participating are employed or pensioners, and they have quite good income, which also leads to next slide's idea that the distribution of educational background has two levels, I would say, two tops in this distribution. And in the end, next slide, sorry. To conclude, what kind of ideas do we have found in our survey that has a strong impact into an educational field or in the schools? First of all, the citizen science can create a strong engagement and commitment in the practices. And also the themes of interest, the scientific contribution and opportunities of learning is really highly relevant in the practice of it. Moreover, the use of rich ways of using technology in collecting and various different practices, which in a sense also connects the interaction skills, information search, reflective skills when the practitioners are using critical thinking and collaboration skills in their projects. And the end, I would say, this is our team. And again, you can take the slide picture and participate in the conference. In the next slides, I would like to say our thank yous for the presentation, opportunity to be here. And finally, I would emphasize that the results, the next slide, shows the results you can find from the CS Track project. So please do subscribe to our monthly newsletter and follow us in the Twitter. Thank you very much.